Hello everyone, it's Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot. I decided to do a reading for the Divine Feminine today. I really, I know that the energies right now for everybody have been crazy. But I feel that right now the Divine Feminines are sort of feeling confused and a lot of emotions at once. A lot of what's happening right now is because many of the feminines are already so far ahead in their healing, they are actually helping and purging and processing stuff for their counterparts, their masculines. So they're feeling both sides, processing both their emotions. So it's very taxing, and there are a lot of people that are getting to the point in their journeys where they're starting to kind of not give up, but really second guess it, and that's just out of frustration, and that's out of not being able to understand a lot of the concepts that are at play here, like divine timing and divine intervention and things going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. So what I did was I drew a Divine Feminine card to see who was going to help guide the feminines through this next phase of the journey, at least through this week. And then drew a few messages for them, and then kind of fleshed out sort of where their energy is at with this message, and then how they felt about the masculine. So let's get started. So the Divine Feminine that's going to help us through this part of the journey is Queen Esther, the Morning Star. So this is her saying here is, my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So the story of Esther, she saved her people by really becoming a master of divine timing. She was able to hold back her fear, control her ego to the point where she just sort of gave it over to the divine, and with all the faith and trust that she had that everything was going to work out fine, she was able to let things flow through her and be a conduit for the divine and for source to make sure that things were taken care of the way they were supposed to. So there was something in the book that I wanted to read, sort of about that, which makes a lot of sense. It says, the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. When we are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, fear can be exceptionally loud and can inform the ego to work overtime in trying to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that's always at work behind the scenes, the universe's capacity to assist us, then gets blocked. When we are in service of love, we are following the dictates of our soul. And when the ego is in its service of the soul, the divine timing ensues. Esther mastered this art even under extreme duress. She listened wisely to her soul. She became a queen by letting her love for her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. This is her imperative. Trust that everything is aligning in divine timing. Trust your soul voice. So Esther is coming through to help the feminines this week find their soul voice, to really turn things over to love and to let go of fear, and don't be fearful. Don't let those fears come up. Things come up for you. If they do come up, those are things that need healing. So she's going to assist us through that. So let's take a look at bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck for the messages is patience. So a theme always for the feminines is have patience. Part of giving things over to divine timing is just waiting, sitting back and having the patience that things are going to happen. And then we have nurturing. So nurturing not only is about self-care and self-love and taking care of yourself, but it's also about getting out into nature and connecting again, getting grounded. A lot of times when you're feeling confused and you're feeling sort of all over the place, it's because you're scattered. That's a good key that you need to ground. You need to pull all the pieces back of yourself and really pull yourself in. So if you do get a chance with the weather turning nicer, to get out into nature, make sure you do that. So I used the Mystic Tarot for messages about how she was feeling about her masculine, and the overall energy is the Devil. So the Devil in this case is about sexual energy. This is, she's really, really crushing hard on her divine masculine right now. And the overall theme for her energy is the Empress. So the feminines are fully in their power. We, are driving this journey. We are doing the work. We're making sure that everything, is coming along, and we're in our power as the Empress. So the first message that we pulled out is the Queen of Flames, or badass, and separation. So right now, a lot of feminines are in a separation period. So this is either little to no contact with your counterpart. If there is contact, it's normally not very meaty conversation or involved conversation. So right now, the message for me for this is that you have, even though you're in separation, you really have to find that inner badass and really stand tight and hold your ground. Don't let things fall apart at this time. We really need to remain focused, be the badass. So current energies of the feminine underneath this message is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about making decisions. And then we have Justice, which is about finding balance and a balanced outcome. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is about union. So right now her current energy is about really finding the balance, balancing not only herself, her emotions and her physical, but finding a balance between her masculine and her, and really balancing their energies out. Decisions are being made. She might be weighing out whether to stick with this or not. So right now her energies is really in this decision-making mode about how to move forward, how she really feels about what's going on. Can adjust a decision come out, and even and just decision, because ultimately she does want this Four of Wands energy. She does want this union. So how is she feeling about her masculine right now? The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is about sort of feeling defeated. Kind of, she feels that he, is, the decision that she's making, she's feeling defeated in the whole journey. She's feeling that, maybe he's, giving up. She really wants to see him as this King of Swords, who is all about honesty and communicating and being fair and just and logical. She wants to see this come forward. But she, right now he's, filling his own cup. He's, working on his own offer. His, this could also be, an offer of love. She's waiting for this to come forward. So that's the first message. So if you are in separation, remember to, find that inner badass. find your balance, find the justice, because you can make the decision to hold on and wait for union. The masculines are doing their work, but they're not giving up. So this is still possible coming forward. The second message is about a solid offer. A solid offer, and a crossroads. So her current energy with this message, she's waiting. She's kind of in this holding pattern. She's waiting for this solid offer to come through from the masculine, but there's mixed signals. She's not quite sure which way to go. We had justice over here about balance, finding balance, and making a decision with the Two of Wands. So now we're actually at this crossroads. So the current energy for her is the Eight of Pentacles. So that's about really putting in the hard work and being a student, really doing her inner work and really, doing everything she can to make this work. Then we have the moon. So the moon is about going through, like breaking through illusion, kind of going within to figure out really what's happening and breaking through the illusion, because she wants this open and honest communication. So she's really working hard to try to break through sort of what's being kept from her, sort of what's in the dark with the moon, because she does want this communication. She does want the solid offer. So how is she seeing the masculine right now? We have the High Priestess. So she's using her intuition. She's really looking at him from a higher level, through a different perspective, using her intuition and her gifts to really dig deep and find out what's going on. She sees him building strength. She sees him doing his work and really getting strong. And having, this is sort of like implementing an offer. This is, the Two of Pentacles is about making a decision, and the Three of Pentacles is about having something to offer. So she sees him right now, really working towards making an offer, turning at crossroads. So she's really not giving up. She really sees that he is gaining strength and he is, kind of doing the work, but she's using her intuition to see through any illusion that's out there right now. And then the third message is we have wish fulfillment and cycles, which is about the moon. So this card here, the moon, also indicates, we do have a full moon coming at the end of the week. So this is what this is. So the full moon coming is really key for a lot of these turning points. If you notice, we have crossroads here. We have decisions. We have a balance, happening. So we're sort of turning a corner. And I believe that this full moon energy is really going to kind of push us over the edge a little bit. So I really kind of clarified her energy just to make sure. So we first came out with the Ten of Swords, which is about, kind of defeat, but it is also the end of a cycle. The end of this, kind of emotional stabbing, defeated cycle. This is over. And we have Temperance, and Temperance is about balance. It is about patience, emotional balance. So we have her coming out of this Ten of Swords, kind of embattled energy, into more of a balanced, tempered energy. We have the Tower. So the Tower is about a sudden, drastic change. So with the moon coming, like I said, we're going to be flung sort of off the cliff. And I asked about this Tower moment. What is this about? Well, this is about, coming out of sort of a hermit mode of kind of being within. And this could be the masculine kind of coming out of hermit mode as the King of Cups. She sees him sort of, she's going to see him kind of come out of this hermit mode, this, you know, soul searching, kind of gone within, locked up energy. You know, over here we had separation, so this could indicate that they could be coming out of separation here. And then we have Judgment. So the Judgment card is about divine intervention. It is about sort of re-examining everything and, you know, making sure that you are within your soul's purpose. Clarifying that, we have the Sun. So something is going to be illuminated, and she is going to come out as the Queen of Swords. I believe that these two is our masculine and our feminine energies here, sort of in balance. So this is coming as a wish fulfillment with the moon cycle. How does she see her masculine in this energy? Eight of Pentacles, doing some hard work. Page of Wands, forward motion, sort of, you know, wanting to take on a new opportunity, kind of, you know, hit the ground running. But he's also in a Tower moment, so a big shift is coming for him as well. And what this shift is coming out of, you know, this defeated sort of energy here, to the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. This is wishes coming true. And then to clarify that, what is the wish coming true? This is about union, the Lovers card. So the messages for me for this next week, if you read the story across, we have sort of a period of separation, a period of making decisions, finding balance, finding a just ending to something, and looking towards union. We have her seeing her masculine as being sort of defeated, but wanting him to come into this King of Swords energy with an offer. We then put that forward as a solid offer here, but this brings us into a crossroads. So something, we have to break through some sort of veil of illusion. Something isn't quite adding up. There's a lot of work being done behind the scenes, but something's going to be illuminated. There's going to be something, an offer coming forward, something coming to light. She's viewing her masculine as being, through her intuitive powers, through her inner knowing, sees him as gaining strength, and sort of having something to offer. And then we have, with the full moon towards the end of the week, a wish fulfillment. And we have a closing of a cycle. We have emotional balance being restored. We have a quick change with a Tower moment, coming out of a hermit mode into the King of Cups energy. We have a Judgment Day, divine intervention, illuminating something and bringing her forward as the Queen of Swords. She sees her masculine as doing his hard work, also having a Tower moment and wanting to, you know, sort of take a leap of faith and come forward, with a wish fulfillment, and union as well. So that's my reading for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.